Alright, Ynares Center. Coach, naka-violet ka.
Pareho tayo.
Ako naka-checkered.
Check.
Ay, One Direction.
Direct.
Boys to Men. Boys to Men, alright. Good afternoon sa iyo, Coach. Good afternoon, mga kasambahay. Mga ka-sports sa buong mundo. Welcome sa isa na namang hapong puno ng umaatikabong hardcore action. Of course, with a heart for public service. Dito lang yan, Coach. Walang iba. Hindi sa UNTV Cup.
Nag-iisa. Good afternoon to all our viewers. We are live here at Ynares Sports Arena sa second round na naman ng eliminations ng UNTV Cup Season 2.
Alright, but before we start off, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Hindi natin nakakalimutan ito, Coach. Starting off with our co-presenters. Osteogard, Go Galaw, Patrol, I am fit, I am it, and live it. Tibay Atay, sarap ng buhay.
Okay, UNTV Cup would also like to thank Red Bull Energy Drink, Resist Failure. Mayor Paint, you paint more while you pay less. Glorious Blend, A Taste of Heaven. Sweet and Fit, Sweet and Life Naturally. Biopatch, Rayuma, i-Biopatch na yan.
Ayan, alam mo, Coach, yung mga sponsor talaga natin, alagang-alaga tayo dito eh.
Ang dami.
Every game, kompleto tayo lahat.
Tsaka yung mga best player natin, nagkakaroon sila ng mga loot bags. Diba? Meron silang pang-uwi.
Walang uuwing luhaan. Alright. Special thanks to Freshman Masculine Wash, Be Better Than Clean. Freshman Active Body Bar, Freshman Extreme Dio, Waterboy, Pure, Safe, Clean, and Healthy Water Company to assure you the best quality of drinking water. Shift to healthy water.
And we would also like to thank our online media partner, nag-iisa, Spin.ph.
Ayan. Coach, inad na kita sa Facebook, di ba?
Oo, magkakaano na tayo, friends.
Nung inap ko yung Facebook, daming friends.
Oo, dami. Accept lang ng accept.
Ganun pala yun. Kasi ito yun eh. For those who are active in social media, like us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/UNTVCup.com, and follow us, ito ng mga Twitter fans natin, Twitter on @UNTVCup at Instagram. Ayan. May Instagram ka ba, Coach?
Meron.
Meron din. Ayan.
Meron.
Coach Jerry po, like nyo, at UNTV_Cup. And don't forget to use the hashtag UNTVCup2.
At bukod dito sa TV, you can also watch our games live through real-time video streaming on www.untvweb.com, and you can also download the official UNTV app for free. Kaya kahit lagi kayong on the go, lagi pa rin kayong updated sa mga games natin dito sa UNTV Cup.
Sobra na talagang advance ang panahon natin ngayon, no, Coach? And of course, UNTV Cup is another public service innovation of our very own. Wala nang iba yan, kundi Mr. Public Service Kuya Daniel Razon po yan, mga ka-sports, kung saan ang ating mga public servants ay naglalaro, Coach, for a common cause. At yan ay maaabutan pa ng tulong ang ating mga kapwa-tao.
Ito yung pinakamalaking maitutulong dahil ang team na magcha-champion at magkakampiyon ay mananalo ng 1 million pesos cash para sa napili nilang charity. Ang second place naman ay makakapagbigay ng 500,000 cash para din sa napili nilang beneficiary.
Wala ka na ba mahanap? Dito lang yan sa liga ng UNTV Cup.
Yes,
At bukod pa sa mga cash prizes ng mga mananalong team, syempre, ito every week to, Coach, tuloy-tuloy natin ginagawa to dito sa Ynares Sports Arena, kung saan ang ating mga public servants, yung mga iba't ibang ahensya ng ating pamahalaan ay nagbibigay po ng tulong dyan po. Nasa labas, ayan, nakikita po niyo po, MMDA, LGU, lahat na dyan, nagbibigay po yan ng public service. Bukod pa dito sa ina-entertain nila ang ating mga kasambay, mga ka-sports, nandyan po sila lahat para tanggapin lahat ng inyong mga inquiries, lahat yung gusto nyong sabihin sa kanila, lahat.
Ayan, inilapit na.
Yes.
Right at your doorstep, sabi nga nila.
That's right.
Ngayon naman, papalapit ang ating quarterfinals. Pahigpit ng pahigpit ang mga labanan sa hardcourt. Kaya at this point, silipin muna natin ang ating team standings.
Eto na. Siyempre, walang ibang nangunguna dyan ngayon, kundi ang PNP responders na linis, walang talo, pero may 7 panalo.
Correct. Ito naman ang nakakatakot. Siyempre, yung defending champion. Sinundan na ito ng judiciary matches with 6 wins and 1 loss.
Parang nauulit lang yung season 1, ano?
Oo, medyo llamado. Tapos maraming underdog ngayon mga dark horse.
Pero marami nakakatakot talaga na teams, malulupit lahat. Pumapangatlo naman ang ating standings. Ang mas pinalakas na puwersa, nakakapanalo lang last week, the Malacanang Patriots with 5 wins and 2 losses.
Next on our standings ay ang AFP Cavaliers. May laro ngayong hapon with 4 wins and 3 losses.
At sinundan naman ito, of course, ng mga Black Wolves na talagang sumisigaw. Ayan, MMDA Black Wolves with 3 wins and 3 losses.
Next up is the LGU Vanguards with 3 wins and 4 losses.
At sa bottom 2 ng ating standings ay ang Senate Defenders with 2 wins and 5 losses. At ang HOR na maglalaro po ngayon naman with 1 win and 5 losses. Ayan, Coach, matindi ang nangyaring bakbakan last week. Sobrang halos lahat ng mga tao nakatayo na. Dikit ang laban ng last 2 games na yon. Coach, ano kaya sa tingin mo maaaring mangyari ngayon sa ating first game?
Well, like last year, last week, no, meron ng bird's eye view.
Yes.
Yung mga manonood, yung mga masugid na taga-subaybay ng UNTV Cup Season 2, kung sino yung namamayagpag. Nandiyan na yung Malacanang Patriots, which is very dark horse yan. Hindi na natin akalain na pepwesto, but nandun sila sa third sa standing.
That's right.
As usual, yung judiciary plus yung PNP, nandun sila. So, I think yung mga nasa bottom last 3 teams, para bang sinasabi nila na manalo na yung mga nasa taas, wag lang manalo itong mga nasa baba.
Okay.
Para makita na nila more or less kung sino yung kabracket nila. And at the same time, mapaghandaan na rin nila para sa practices nila kung sino may mga defensive schemes yung mga coaches, pero mga offensive sets, baka may mga idadagdag sila, yung mga pwede nilang habulin na pwede pa lang i-added arsenal, added weapon, maihabol pa nila nito papalapit nitong semifinals.
So, alright. Coach, pag-usapan natin ngayon ang first game natin, HOR Solons versus the AFP Cavaliers. What do you think of this game, Coach?
Well, I'd like to comment. Siyempre, paano nandito pa rin yung HOR Solons, no? They're gonna really finish this tournament with a bang. And they just have to manage their strength, their energy up to the last quarter. But siyempre, there are, kahit sabihin mong they're fighting Magic 5, kung sinasabi natin Magic 6,
Yes.
hindi ka pwede magkumpiyansa dyan.
Oh, yeah.
Oo.
Si Congressman Neil Tubas, nandun, Congressman.
Right, nandyan pa rin siyempre si Gerard Francisco.
Yes.
Ayan, no? At saka si Arnold Gamboa.
Ayan, kitang-kita po natin dun po sa ating background. At Coach, sa AFP Cavaliers naman, galing po sila sa dalawang sunod na pagkatalo sa PNP and the Malacanang Patriots last time.
Yes, yun nga one thing I noticed dito sa team ng AFP na makita mo yung firepower nila for 3 quarters. Malakas. Doon lang sa 4th quarter medyo parang naglalaho. Siguro there are a lot of factors. Pwede natin sabihin na fatigue factor. Pwede natin sila sabihin na konting... I think coach will find out kung ano yun. To keep it close and manage to get a win.
Alright, Coach.
Alright, kaya mahigpit ang ating mga labanan dahil dito sa 8 koponan natin ngayon, ang top 6 teams lang ang makakaabante sa quarterfinals.
Alright, kaya naman siguradong gaya na gina naman ng Ynares Sports Arena sa ating triple header today. Sa unang game, eto nga, pinag-uusapan na natin kanina, maghaharap ang AFP Cavaliers versus the HOR Solons.
Sa second game naman, magpapasiklaban ng firepower ng Malacanang Patriots. Ito, dark horse pareho, ang kontra MMDA Black Wolves.
Alright, parehas, nakakatakot.
Inaabangan ko itong dalawang teams na to.
Talaga naman. At sa ating final game for today, abangan natin, this is a do or die, Coach, a match between the Senate Defenders kontra LGU Vanguards.
Of course.
At ngayon, Coach, and we are about to start with our first game for today. Ang bangga ng AFP Cavaliers kontra HOR Solons. But before we start, Coach, panoorin muna natin to.
Huling dalawang playing dates na ng second round eliminations ng UNTV Cup Season 2. Sa triple header games ngayong hapon, magkakaalaman na kung sino ang magkakaroon ng mas malaking tsansa pagsapit ng playoffs. At sa first game natin sa linggong ito, tunghayan natin ang duelo ng AFP Cavaliers katapat ang HOR Solons. Nakatikim ng back-to-back losses ang AFP sa huling dalawang laro. Nais makabawi ng Cavaliers at makuha ang twice-to-be advantage pagsapit ng quarters. Di papayag sina Winston Serio, Alvin Zuniga at Ronald Pascual na muling ma-upset ang mga sundalo. Kaya abangan ang matinding depensa at intensity ng AFP sa hardcourt. Natalo ang HOR sa last game sa pamamagitan ng forfeiture at ngayong kumpleto na sila. Gagawin ng Solons ang lahat upang makabawi. Muling bubuhatin ni Gerard Francisco, Arnold Gamboa at Gerald Cullias ang Solons team para makuha ang kanilang ikalawang panalo. Kaya tunghayan ang umaatikabong paghaharap ng AFP Cavaliers at HOR Solons.
Alright, Coach, any additional pa sa gusto niyo sabihin before we start the game?
Well, abangan nila, I'm sure. They will keep it close. Yan ang talagang primary objective nitong HOR Solons.
Alright, thank you Coach. For sure, handang-handa ng Ynares Sports Arena, mga kasambahay, mga ka-sports, para sa ating first game today, ang AFP Cavaliers kontra HOR Solons. Kaya at this point, we'll now turn you over to our commentators, Seth Sermena and of course, Chiki Reyes.
Alright.
Take it away.
Pinalayas ko yung coach. Yung point guard, pinalitan ko ng isa pang point guard. Si Chiki Reyes ang kasama natin yan. Chiki, importante itong laro na ito para sa House of Representatives dahil nanganganib na sila. They need a win to stay in the running, at least for some survival. Ano?
Nakausap ko nga si Gerard Francisco kanina. At nanghihinayang sila dun sa mga talo nila, no? 5 losses. Some of those they could have won, pero like the true fighter that he is, kasama si Arnold Gamboa, they're hoping na makadalawang sunod sila. And of course, wala naman sa kamay talaga nila yung kanilang faith, no? Pero kung makadalawang sunod, kung hindi man sila makadalawang sunod, what they want to do, Sev, is to play the spoilers role.
Absolutely. Habang hindi pa nananalo uli ang Senate na nasa 2-5, last game nila is against LGU, ang House of Representatives, 2 games to go. AFP today, kalaban nila medyo malakas. MMDA ang kanilang last game. Pero ang ganda ng timing ng HOR, baka masilat dahil 2 talo ng sunod itong AFP.
Alam mo, sinabi ni Coach Jerry Cordinera kanina, para nag-usap kami, no, before the coverage. Kausap ko si Winston Serio. Gayon din, their last 2 games, they could have won it, sabi ni Winston. I'm talking about their game against Malacanang and PNP, sapagkat nasa kanila yung huling tira.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the ball just didn't drop in. The ball just didn't drop in. So, tapos na daw, they could have gotten one of the top 2 spots. Ang inahabol nila ngayon, Seb, is ma-maintain, makakuha ng panalo para pagdating ng quarterfinals, they're starting on a winning note because they know that they have a twice to beat advantage, being the 3-4 position.
Kasi hindi na nila abutan yung second spot.
Hindi na, that's right.
Dahil wala na, hindi na nila abutan yan. Last question, before tayo mag-umpisa. Alam mong malakas yung AFP?
Yes.
Anong mindset mo rito? Sabi ni Jericho Daniel, keep it close.
Alam mo, you look at the HOR Solons, they're very determined. They're only 6 players. Minsan maganda pag konti ng rotation mo
Tsaka
nabababad yung dapat mababad
larong-laro lahat ito.
Oo. But on the flip side, itong mga Cavaliers naman, pag ikaw galing sa talo na 2 sunod, ayaw mong tumatlo yan. Gigil din yan. So dito, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. At least in the first half, pivotal 3rd quarter, dyan magkakatanong.
Okay, well said, Chiki. In the meantime, let's send it over to Noel, our Coliseum announcer, to introduce the teams as well as the starting lineups for both clubs.
Good afternoon and welcome here at the Ynares Sports Arena for the first of today's triple header between the Armed Forces of the Philippines in the House of Representatives in Season 2 second round eliminations of the UNTV Cup. Here are the protagonists. Let's welcome in first your AFP Cavaliers. Number 1, Alvin Zuniga. Number 2, Jeffrey Cambao. Number 3, Jeric Galisa. Number 8, Joel Haban. Number 10, Sonny Manukan. Number 13, Leslie Caballo. Number 14, Ronnie Kahanding. Number 19, Vicente Vidor. Number 22, Ian San Esteban. Number 25, Melencio Mendoza. Number 28, Roger Araneta. Number 33, Eugene Tan. And number 84, Winston Serio. Their head coach is Colonel Alfredo Caico. He is assisted by playing coach Sonny Manukan. Now give it up for your HOR Solons. Number 7, Franz Alvarez. Number 9, Yel Tupas Jr. Number 14, Gerard Francisco. Number 16, Leonel Ginto. Number 22, Arnold Gamboa. And number 23, Gary Alejano. Their head coach is Fernando Ocampo. Pro teams, please meet at center court for the traditional sportsmanship handshake. Let's welcome in first the starting 5 of your AFP Cavaliers. At guard number 8, Joel Haban. The other guard number 33, Eugene Tan. At center, number 2, Jeffrey Cambao. At forward, number 28, Roger Araneta. In the other forward, number 25, Melencio Mendoza. Here now is the starting lineup of your HOR Solons. At guard number 9, Niel Tupas Jr. The other guard number 7, Franz Alvarez. At center number 22, Arnold Gamboa. At forward number 14, Gerard Francisco. In the other forward number 23, Gary Alejano. Our officials for this game, Mike Garotera, Jeff Ablola, and Willie Hibe. This is your UNTV Cup. Ito ang bagong game ko.
Starting lineups have been introduced and some familiar names, new faces, medyo balasan ng konti ang AFP. 6 na magigiting ang harap sa House of Representatives. Sige, kung tayo kasali dyan sa HOR, tonto tayo kasi laro-laro tayo, basang-basa tayo dyan.
Ay siguradong may playing time tayo dyan.
Oo. Ako yan ang attitude ko this day. Kahit ano pa mangyari dyan, sige, keep the game slow, close, tight, tan, top of the keyhole. And the rebound, first rebound by Jeffrey Cambao.
Interesting itong starting 5 ng Cavaliers because as we mentioned before we went on air, Sev, na mabababa dito ang reinforcements ng Solons. And talking about Francisco and Gamboa, and they are in the game. So this might be a good quarter, for the guys in red.
4 attempts by the AFP, producing nothing. And here comes Francisco, Tupas, Gamboa, and company. Give and go. Gerald scores the first. Jerry is with us with the first report. Jerry, go.
Yes, Sev. Kasama ko ngayon ang ating number 13 from the AFP Cavaliers, si Leslie Cabayao. Leslie, kamusta ang mood ng team ninyo coming from 2 straight losses in the past game?
Yun nga ma'am, babawi po kami ngayong araw na to sa HOR kasi 2 games kami na natalo. Medyo dikit yung pagkatalo namin, kaya medyo masakit, kaya ngayon babawi kami.
Paano nyo pinaghandaan tong laban na to?
Ayun, nagano kami, usap-usap kami mga player, tapos practice kami na maigi talaga.
Ano yung magiging main strategy ninyo or game plan sa larong ito?
Yun nga, advantage kami dito sa HOR yung tatakbuhan namin to. Tatakbuhan namin simula sa umpisa hanggang sa huli. Yun lang.
Okay, maraming salamat, Leslie. Kausap ko rin kanina si HC Kong Tupas kanina at talagang they're really hoping to win this game for the HOR Solons. At ang sabi nga niya, ang biggest constraint ngayon is their limited number of players. Only 6 to 7, they're expecting 6 to 7 players, 4 to 5 are injured. So hindi talaga sila makakatakbo sa larong to. They're banking on 2 things, outside shooting, and they're really hoping to take control of the backboard. Back to you, Sev.
A lot of hoping for the HOR team today because, depleted lineup. But the spirit is there trying to participate. It's better than the last time around wherein they lost, sa Pilipino, alam natin to, by default. Hindi sumipot yung kompletong lineup laban sa judiciary.
Hindi pa nga din sila kompleto ngayon because 4 to 5 players are injured. Kaya 6 na lang talaga yung pwede maglaro dito.
Gary Alejano has a basket that makes it 5-4, still in favor of the AFP. What Jericho Daniel said so accurately was keep the game as close as possible. So hindi ka matambakan, hindi ka mawala ng gana. Kemba with his second basket.
I like what the Cavaliers are doing, Seva. Although di hamak na mas malalaki sila Gerard inside and Arnold, they're trying to put the ball inside, baiting these 2 former PBA players to be in early foul trouble. Dahil pag ito'y graduate,
wala na iba.
Wala na pupuntahan ng Solons inside.
Alejandro driving hard, Eugene Tan in front of him. Shot clock winding down to 4 seconds. It's a steal by Roger Araneta, who is half a step ahead and has no problem scoring the bucket.
Roger Araneta was early here in the arena.
Yeah.
Wala pa hong ilaw, kabubukas pa lang ng aircon and he was trying to warm up. At yan ang nagiging resulta pag maaga naghahanda.
Araneta also has a dead shot from the outside, has tried from the outside but has not succeeded yet. Tupas is also, but he's watched very closely by Araneta. The shot clock down to 3. Will there be time for a decent shot? Francisco puts it up. Yes, it should count.
So Gamboa playing inside, finding Francisco outside, beating the buzzer at mahusay naman ang tirada nito from the outside.
Sabi ko rin kay Gerard, laruin nyo, sige, para pawisan kayo, takbuhan tayo. Samantala, hindi makontrol ang bola ng Solon. Si Alvarez, hindi natanganan. Ay 3-point shot, Osteogard go-galoaw version, and we're gonna see a ton of that most likely in this game. In the meantime, there is a traveling violation. The Cavaliers want a timeout. We'll use it back in a moment. Baligo dito sa Ynares Sports Arena. Seth Sarmenta, Chicky Reyes, ang ating tandem dito. Araneta drills in a 3-point shot. Mukhang tulang, ano?
Pangalawa na ho, sir.
Pangalawang basket.
Nabitaw, oo, from that same
exactly.
spot.
So, Roger Araneta, yung sabi mong early warm-up,
It paid off.
paid off. Mukhang malaking tulong sa kanya. In the inside pass by Gamboa over to Alejandro. Alejandro unable to score. It's a 5-point lead by the AFP. Still on first gear, not yet shifting to second gear. In the meantime, the ball tapped out by Kembao.
Good thing you mentioned that, Sebas.
We're gonna see this Patrol I am fit, I am it. 3-point shot. You wanted to say?
No, yung huling timeout ng Cavaliers, si Colonel Kaiko, medyo madiin na yung reminders niya. May habit talaga ang team. If you know that you are better in such a manner na mas marami kayong manlalaro, may tendency na bumagal muna.
Saka,
And if it stays close this way until the fourth quarter at hindi nila pinapagod ang Solons, may kalalagyan dito ang Cavaliers.
Baka nga. Pero in terms of the lineup, no, sabi ko kay Gerald Francisco, yung kalaban nyo, Army.
Yes.
Isang katerman tao ang kalaban nyo sa Araneta. In the meantime, another Araneta cleaning his rifles cleanly, and he is on his way for a big game. 15-7 count.
11 of the 15 coming from the Swede shooting Araneta.
Two pass, his version. That will not bite. Had a good line. Follow up. Yes.
Good boxing out there coming from Gamboa. Inuna na yung kanyang tangkad, and they're really gonna have to shoot it from the outside.
In the meantime, we have a Liberty by Yatay Sarap ng Buhay 3-point shot. Araneta will provide our sponsors lots of reasons to tell you about their good messages. We have a timeout. Back in a moment. Arnold Gamboa will shoot a free throw after a foul was made after his conversion. Unable to complete the 3-point play. It remains as a 6-point lead as we come below the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. The AFP in gray and in red, the House of Representatives, the Solons. Here comes Kembao with a good turnaround. It circles out, and the rebound secured by Francisco. Ito, kanina pa pinatatakbo ito. Nice turn to the basket, but he misses it completely.
Congressman Alvarez, a good congressman from Palawan, sinusubukan din maging gwardya.
Ayun na naman, tatakbo na naman si Alvarez. Ito, this time he has a bit of an advantage and gets the layup.
And this is what I'm talking about. Pag pinapayagan ng Cavaliers ang Solons to get into a good rhythm and within striking distance, then that's danger for the AFP.
Osteogard, Gogalaw, 3-point shot. In the meantime, it's a 15-11 game and it's first quarter. Medyo alalay pa yung laro ng AFP. Kayang-kaya nilang pumiglas dito, pero sandali, may tawag ang referee sa baseline.
At maganda rin itong ginagawa ni Coach Colonel Kaiko, giving everybody the opportunity to have their minutes. Pasok na sila sa quarterfinals eh. So now is the best time really to experiment on different combinations.
Pasok na ang mga bagong baterya ng AFP, si Winston Serio at saka si Zuniga, pinasok na rin. At number 13 ng AFP,
Leslie Cabayaw.
Nga, pinasok na rin. So, palit ng battery. In the meantime, here comes Francisco, twirling around, kick out to Tupas. Gamboa looking inside. Time on the shot clock, 10. Francisco launches, just hitting the back rim. Rebound controlled by nobody until now. Here comes Serio. Diagonal cross court. Cabayaw slows it down. Kembao cutting inside, no chance for a pass. To the other side we go, Zuniga. Serio looking for his first attempt. Runner, no. Rebound, Gamboa.
So medyo malamig pa itong mga bagong piyesa ni Colonel Kaiko.
Tupas with a difficult shot, and that had no chance. And alam mo si Congressman Tupas, pagka same ang body rhythm niya, pagka he does something good, something bad, pareho
Pareho lang.
Pareho lang. And he
Pero pag
just-
nag-init sa 3 points.
iba. He just loves this game, and he has told us many times that when they were young boys, of course, his brother plays for the LGU side. Boy, they used to rush home to be able to play basketball. In the meantime, on the shot clock, 11.
Interesting serve that for the Cavaliers, dalawa pa lang yung nakakagawa sa kanila. That's Kiambao and Araneta. So the others haven't really contributed dito sa laro ng Cavaliers.
Yes, as you pointed out, very, very slow and subtle start. That outside heave does not work. In the meantime, Alvarez is huffing and puffing, trying to control his dribble. Broken up by Gambao. It's a 3-on-2 bust out. Zuniga spots. Nice shake and bake. And, may foul given up by Tupas.
Duty foul given up by Tupas, making sure na hindi makakuha ng libreng dos because that was a 3-on-2 break for the AFP.
A non-shooting foul. And 2 minutes and 36 remaining here in the opening 10 minutes. You're watching the UNTV Cup on UNTV, our public service basketball tournament, now on its 2nd edition. And approaching the quarterfinal round. Again, top 4 places get twice to beat advantages. You don't want to be somewhere out of that circle, but teams 5 and 6 will have a chance at least. In the meantime, Tupas batting it away. Here comes Gerald. Nice gather.
This is the difference that I see now, Sev. Itong Solons, they're playing freewheeling basketball. Habang ang Cavaliers, they're trying to, I think, set their plays. And in the process, nagiging tentative yung kanilang atake, except for that attack by Zuniga, which was coming from a semi-fast break, if I should say.
Zuniga, one of our best finishers here in the UNTV Cup, maintains a 4-point lead for the Cavaliers. Francisco looking inside, looking for Arnold. Arnold steps back, decided to pass at the last moment, and he had nobody there. The cutter was already too deep.
Apat lang, no, ang lamang nitong Cavaliers. Scary what will happen in the second quarter if mapagpatuloy ng Solons yung kanilang just hanging in their type of basketball.
Yeah, makabust out ito. Hirap din itong AFP pag nakawala ito. And in the meantime, there is the basket off the baseline by Winston Serio, making it a 6-point lead.
Itong mamang ito naman, veteran na to sa larong basketball.
Batak na batak.
Yeah, I played with him way back in the late 90s. At ganun pa rin yung laro ni Winston Serio.
2 years short of 40, I guess his body is saying, what are we still doing? But looks like he's in shape.
If you love the sport, even if you're 40,
The body has nothing to do with it.
you will play like you're 22.
Yeah. Diba? Basta you decided that you will be 22 again.
As long as you're in shape.
Yeah. And then your body will complain when you go home. What are you doing? Francisco asking his body to do something he was not familiar with. And Tupas with a nice attempt to regain possession. And 58 seconds remain here in our first quarter.
The gray shirts are already running. Nakita ko na maluwag na yung kanilang pagtakbo, filling in the lanes as Leslie hits along to there.
To make it an 8-point lead with 45 seconds left in the opening period. A very light bench for the Solons this afternoon. Only 6 players suiting up. They were allowed to play. Normally with the FIBA rules, you're required to have 8 at least. But we're lenient here. It's a running shot. Just crawls away. And at last, shot probably. Unless it's a 2-for-1 situation. Hindi na siguro to 2-for-1 to. Up into the corner we go. That will not bite. Rebound fought for. And a chance to recycle with Kembao. Last shot, we hear it from the AFP bench. The hook pass. The launch by Kembao. It's not going to work. Rebound, and it could not be controlled. And we're done with the first quarter. Patrol. I am fit. I am a 3-point shot. Chiki, we have a good one going. 21-13 is the count.
I like what I'm seeing from the Cavaliers, but I like also the heart of the Solons. They're only down by 8 pag hindi ko mawala dito ang AFP sa second quarter. Again, meron silang kalalagyan dito sa Solons.
A A very brave six-man rotation working for the House of Representatives in today's game. This is definitely better than the last time around when they could not complete a lineup and lost by forfeiture to the judiciary. The judiciary, by the way, is already safely in second spot in the tournament with the PNP lording it over the roost and 7-0. Welcome to the second quarter. Seth Sarmenta and Chicky Reyes here working on your first game here today. And the AFP now beginning to run, Chicky.
They're filling the lanes, they're making sure that they're ahead, and the guards are dictating the tempo. Pag ganitong ginawa ng Cavaliers, may posibilidad na maagang mapagod itong Solons because they don't have too many guards in their six-man lineup.
And with Zuniga on the floor, they're now running, trying to build on this 8-0 run that they have had since the end of the first quarter. Turnaround shot. There's a foul as Zuniga was clipped.
At hindi na sila naiipit dito sa kanilang plays. Earlier, I noticed that they wanted to execute some of the plays that they've probably been practicing. Hindi nangyayari, hindi sumushoot yung bola. Pero when they play freewheeling basketball, finding the open guy inside, that's more movement for the Cavaliers. And it's good that they get the rhythm early in the first half or early in the second quarter.
Currently with their biggest lead of earlier 10, now it's 11. And what you don't want is it to balloon to something like 20 and it's totally out of reach. Split from the stripe by Zuniga.
On the other side, Sev, I'm not really seeing too much action from Gamboa playing inside. Mas gusto niya yung high post waiting for the other cutters. Pero alam naman natin na kinakailangan pumupuk dito ni Gamboa sa loob. Eto na, yun na lang, naagawan or natapikan.
Sino kaya ang foul dito? I think they'll give it to Serio. Winston Serio, the veteran, coming in towards the end of the first quarter, gets his first foul in the first team foul. Tupas launches a triple. No. Alvarez trying to reach for it. Gamboa got to it, and Kimbao with a rejection.
Yung 50-50 balls, bumabagsak pa rin dito sa Solons. And give credit to the red shirts trying to box out itong mga Cavaliers. But Congressman Tupas, he has to hit those shots.
Yep, they need something to balance off the running game of the AFP. They're trying to set him up, actually. Hook pass inside. Alvarez nearly really lost it, and Arnold ended up with his steps. And takatakang pawis ni Arnold, ha?
Ay talagang papawisan itong mga to.
Ito kondisyon pagkatapos ng laro ito.
Both sides of the floor, these six guys, these brave six players from the HOR Solons, hindi lang workout to, workout to ng mga 2 linggo.
They will not complain about playing time here today. The intended cutter is not spotted. A kick by Gerald Francisco. It's 24-13. The Solons, rather, have not yet scored in the period, and Francisco collects the rebound.
Kimbao was doing well early in the first quarter, pero ito yung mga short jumpers, naiilang na siguro sa mga mahabang kamay ni Gamboa.
In the meantime, here's Alvarez. Tupas asking for it, but no clear passing path. Here's a handoff. Top of the key with Gerald. 6 seconds on the shooting clock. In the meantime, here's Gerald with a desperation shot. In the meantime, it's a 4-on-1. No. Rebound being fought for. Into the corner. Winston Serio. No. And the rebound controlled by Alvarez.
Two different types of defense ever seeing. For the Solons, they're going 2-3 zone. Pero dito sa kabila naman, nagmamanto man dito ang Cavaliers, pinapagod itong HOR Solons.
Okay, Gamboa with the basket. Let's now go to Jerry Alcantara for this report. Jerry?
Yes, sir. Just a quick report from the HOR Solons. Quote-unquote, Assistant Coach Campo, masyado kayong nagmamadali. Hinay-hinay lang to minimize errors and turnovers. He also advised them to take advantage of their strength, itong asing Gamboa at ang kanilang outside shooting. Just a report on the injuries of the AFP Cavaliers. Ferdy Go has back spasm. Casulia is currently under rehabilitation. And itong si Pascual is currently confined for over fatigue. Back to you, Seb.
Tatlo sa Cavaliers, but sorry, Seb, if I may inject, tatlo sa kanila, pero full force pa rin sila dito.
Si Casulia siguro nagbuhat ng tangke kaya na overfatigue. I'm sure he's okay. Let's hope he's okay. In the meantime, we already have the first field goal of the Solons in the second quarter. Alvarez getting it at close range.
Napikian ni Congressman Alvarez itong si Araneta going for the second attempt. Napangiti nilang si Araneta.
Araneta was like a house on fire in the start of the period. In the meantime, I told Sonny Manuka to play a lot today, so it'll become reunion basketball with Gamboa, Francisco, and further granting my request, Kahanding is on the floor. This is called nostalgia basketball. Kahanding is smiling. I don't know why. In the meantime, nice pass to Alvarez.
Alam mo to si Franz Alvarez, nakalaro ko na rin to before. Even if he's not big, deceiving. He can cut, he can run the floor, and he can finish. And earlier, he also stole the ball at tumatakbo sila ni Gerard Francisco.
It's now at 26. Should be 21. Yes, it's right. It's 26 to 21 as that basket is scored and a bonus free throw for Francisco.
Nakatingin ako kay Coach Colonel Kaiko, sa lubong na yung kilay eh.
Naman kasi yun ang pinakamahirap na kalaban eh. Yung nasa dulo ng standings na nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, exactly. And that's what Gerard said earlier. If we get a chance, Chick, we'll go for it. We'll win too. But if we don't, we'll play spoilers role.
Manukat with a turnaround and a basket and a foul collected as well from Lionel Ginto.
Sonny Manukat, favorite shot. That's something that the veterans, yung muscle memory, if you're used to playing a lot of basketball games and very competitive games, yung shooting, yung huling-huling mawawala.
Ang unang nawawala din dyan ng layup pero yung shooting from the outside, hindi mawawala yan. And it's a 7-point lead, which is short of the biggest lead established by the AFP, which was at 23-13. Way back in the crossover between the quarters, actually. Francisco with 6 seconds on the shot clock. 2 pass too far off for a shot. Gamboa starts his drive. Oh, that was a foul that preempted the shot. And there will be no free throws most likely here.
Great move coming from Gamboa. Going in, alam niya maubos na yung shot clock at naiwaran niya si Ron Kahanding.
Alam mo, si Kahanding hindi natatakot makipagpalitan ng mukha.
Hindi.
Noong araw, import ang pinapalitan ng mukha niya. Francisco with a shot that does not work. Araneta collects the loose ball. Here comes Zuniga. Penetrating. Had no chance against the taller Francisco. Alvarez says, let's slow it down, guys. I've been running all afternoon. Ano ba kayo?
Ang mahirap na, may 2 quarter pang tatakbo si Congressman Alvarez.
Saka konti lang sila. Nice shot by Gito downstairs. Just couldn't score. And Francisco said, sayang. Manukat pushing hard. Bobbles. Sonny just can... And there's a foul. He could have collected the ball without dribbling it, actually.
Pero nahawi niya si Trupas. Earlier, yung mga ganong shots ni Ginto, pag kukulang kayo sa team, at hindi mo na ipasok yun, yung pagod that you will feel on a missed gimme, that adds to the woes of the HOR Solons.
Absolutely. Balik ko tayo rito sa Ynares Sports Arena kung saan naglalaban po ang House of Representatives at saka ang AFP. Medyo ang House of Representatives, 6 na tao lang, giving a good account of themselves, Chiki, at least up to this point.
In fact, they're getting good shots, Sev. Open shots, open looks. But the question is, pagdating ng 3rd and 4th period, pag napagod na ang Solons, kakabantay. So ngayon, habang maaga pa, they should really try hard to make these shots that are being given to them by the Cavaliers.
Francisco wisely walking up the ball. No need to rush the AFP defensive line already assembled. Ginto caught for pushing off. Clear as day, second foul.
Normal yan, ano? If you're bigger, if you're at the back, someone's fronting you, bigyan ka ng entry pass. Normal reaction eh. You'll push the player in front of you.
Merong kadyot dyan na hindi mahalata ng referee. Maniwala kayo sa akin.
Meron. Pero aabangan din ng referee yun pag binigyan ka ng...
Pero lalo na paglantaran. Araneta spots from long distance. That rattled out. Long pitch by Alvarez. Difficult catch by Francisco. But look at this. Tupas, if he scores his explosion to. Hindi. Alvarez keeping it in play, and the House of Representatives will get another offensive set.
Applause to the resiliency of Alvarez, Tupas, and Francisco. It was a bad pass by Alvarez. Francisco saved it. Tupas tried to hit the three, but Alvarez was there to get the offensive board.
And because of the penalty situation against the AFP, 2 free throws for Alvarez.
Isa pa tong magka-come into play later on. Every time the red shirts go to the free throw line, they have to make sure that they make it. On the flip side, dito naman sa mga guys in gray, pag hindi nila inapakan ng silinyador ng kanilang sasakyan at hinayaan nila to, it becomes a habit going to the second half.
Hindi pa pumipiglas from that biggest lead established earlier of 10 points. It's now been reduced to 5. Araneta spots from the corner, has all day to shoot.
Wow! That's his fourth three-point shot. Leading the Cavaliers with 14.
And the early bird catches the 3-point shot, no doubt. And he was on the floor, as you mentioned. Wala pang aircon, wala pang ilaw. In the meantime, Alvarez's dribble. He's pushing away on everybody. Inside to Ginto. Or rather, that is not Ginto, that is Alejano. Meanwhile, Manuel. And the 10-point lead is re-established.
And those errors that the red shirts are making, the Solons are making, ang nakakapagpabigat ng balikat. No, you're trying to work hard into the shot clock. You lose that possession because of a failed pass, and then you don't run back on transition.
Yes. In the meantime, the follow-up by Ginto does not work. In the meantime, we're going to check out Livid Ibayata, sarap ng buhay, 3-point shot, and Araneta is our prime contributor of 3-point shots this afternoon. Time is down to 2:51 here. I thought Gerald would shoot right away, and Congressman Alvarez had no idea of his distance between him and the basket. In the meantime, the bust out, nicely done.
It's a 7-0 run para dito sa Cavaliers after dumikit itong Solons ng 5, 29-24. Pumiglas agad itong AFP.
And now this is their biggest lead of 12. And the ball from Alejano's hands is yanked away. And here comes a chance again for the AFP to increase what is now their biggest lead as Eugene Tan brings it up. Here's Sabar. Araneta says, can I shoot again? Alejano's running closer to him, but, you know, Araneta is just there today.
Textbook attempt coming from Araneta. Very square yung kanyang mga balikat. Went for the fake, put the ball down, and then medium range jumper off the glass. Lista na.
And it is now a 38-24 affair. 14 points now stands as the biggest lead, and possibly more as Habar busts out. And an excellent ball stop by Gerald Francisco on Kembao.
9-0 run here for the Cavaliers. Medyo namamagana tong abante nila.
A minute and a half remaining here in the first half. Here's Alvarez. Doesn't want to try the waters anew. Downstairs we go. Nice open shot. Yes.
And Congressman Tupas not giving up.
A minute and 18. It's now a 12-point gap between the two teams as the AFP is in front. Araneta does not want to force the issue. Nice pass inside to Kembao.
At dahil maganda nga ang shooting nitong si Araneta, every time he gets the ball, a defender goes to him for the second straight possession. He goes for the fake and goes inside. Pero ito sa pangalawa, ipinasa niya yung bola.
Francisco lobs it inside to Gamboa, who collects the basket, and a foul as well against Jeffrey Kembao.
Good recognition coming from Gerard, seeing that Gamboa has this advantage over Kembao. And nice seal also coming from Arnold.
Second foul of Kiambao, and Gamboa makes it a 3-point play. Makes it now a 40-29 first half with still 48 seconds to go. Eugene Tan's heave from long distance, no connection. No chance for Alvarez to be in the clear. Francisco decided against a baseball pass. Lob downstairs. They bandy at the bout. Kupas, too far away, and this is a turnover.
Maganda yung intensyon ni Alejandro finding to give it to the open Congressman Tupas, but that pass was too high and too strong.
Excited siyang ipasa eh, di ba?
Kasi open 3 eh.
Kitang-kita may chance mabigyan ng 3 ball eh. Kaso nga, excited.
At saka yung red shirts, Sev, they're slowly huffing and puffing already.
They will need the halftime break to catch their senses actually, because they have been at full throttle. A depleted lineup as Araneta continues to have a fiesta here on a Sunday.
I have to call that one out. Araneta getting that steal, but prior to that, 3 straight times he tried to go inside. 2 of them shooting it. Yung pangatlo, ipinasa pa niya.
Leano making up for that pass earlier with a defensive gem, preventing a final attempt by the AFP. So at the end of 20 minutes of basketball, a 13-point lead for the Armed Forces of the Philippines. We'll send it upstairs to Ryan and Jerry to break down this first time. We'll be back after this.
All right, thank you, Seven Shiki, and that finishes off the first half of our first game. The AFP Cavaliers coach versus the HOR Solons, leaving a score of 42-29 in favor of the Cavaliers. Coach, ang layo na nito.
Medyo, correct Ryan, medyo lumaki nung bandang nung approaching ng second quarter. Pero
Yes.
makita mo medyo close siya eh. Except yun sa may mga transition defense na hindi na nagawa ng HOR. Sayang, they were able to keep it close pag medyo lumaki ngayon. And doon na rin, dumidiin na rin yung AFP noong una. Binabagalan pa nila yung game. They don't wanna fall into that trap na slow tempo laro.
Yeah, nakita natin dito, Coach, ganyan nga na sinasabi mo, medyo alalay pa dito ang AFP Cavaliers dahil alam naman po nila na hindi kompleto yung lineup ng HOR ngayon as compared nung una na 4 lang sila ngayon, nasa 6 lang yata po sila because may mga kanya-kanyang dahilan din. Merong injured, merong emergency, etc.
Correct, Ryan. Merong pwede mo sabihin na medyo naaawa pa yung AFP. May
Okay.
awa factor pa eh.
Okay.
Pero alam mo naman, pag nag-full throttle yan sa third quarter, talagang they have to be ready. Siyempre itong HOR, alam naman natin na siyempre lilima lang yan sila. They wanna finish this game up to the fourth quarter.
That's right. Kaya yung sinasabi nga kanina nila, Sev and Shiki, medyo talagang pagpapawisan dito ang HOR dahil talagang larong-laro sila.
Tsaka iba na ang pawis. Talaga makita mo, parang yung kamais na. Ang lalaki na ng pawis na. Grabe yung takbuhan. Siyempre, they want to attempt the basket at least sa dulo na ng konti. Last 8 seconds of the ball game para medyo ma-prolong nila yung game.
Alright, for sure babawi yan ng third quarter. At alam mo, Coach, Jerry, isa sa mga players na talaga namang naging kapansin-pansin ngayong second season ay ang playmaker ng AFP Cavaliers. Madalas to nagiging best player natin talaga. Of course, Alvin Zuniga. Ayan. Kaya ngayon, let's take a look kung gaano na kalayo ang in-improve, of course, ni Zuniga mula pa noong Season 1 coach hanggang ngayon Season 2. Here on the Player Review. Isa sa may mga pinakamalaking improvements sa hardcourt ngayong second season ng UNTV Cup ay ang starting point guard ng AFP Cavaliers na si Sergeant Alvin Zuniga. Noong Season 1, ang Cavs dynamic player ay nag-average lamang ng 8.8 points, 1.5 rebounds, 3.16 assists at 0.33 steal. Pero ngayong Season 2 ay nag-step up ang offensive game at tenacity sa court ng AFP Court General kung saan nakapagtala ito ng 16.75 points mula sa 55% field goal shooting, 1.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists at 1 steal sa bawat outing. Bukod sa kanyang double scoring output na kasalukuyang 11th place sa rankings, ay nakuha pa ng veteran gunner ang ikalimang pwesto. Sa assist department, isa sa mga remarkable performance ng AFP scoring leader ay nang pamunuan niya ang Cavaliers sa isang massive victory sa second round ng eliminations laban sa Senate Defenders, kung saan nakapagtala siya ng career high 22 points mula sa almost perfect 7 of 8 field goal shooting na kinabibilangan ng 6 na 3-pointers. Sa susunod na linggo, abangan ang isa na namang exceptional player ng ating liga dito sa UNTV Cup Player Review. Alright, Coach, ano masasabi mo dito? Of course, kay Sergeant Alvin Zuniga. Nakita natin yung Season 1, yung kanyang laro, hindi masyadong ganun kataas. Pero ngayong Season 2, sobrang bumulusok siya.
Yun nga nakakapansin-pansin doon, from 8 points to 16 points ang in-increase ng output niya. Parang talagang makikita mong sobra pa sa most improved ang performance siya, para mga MVP numbers yan. At makikita mo masyadong talagang aggressive siya umopensa, talagang hindi siya nag-hesitate ngayon. Dati nung first season medyo pumapasa siya yan, medyo siya, mover lang. Ngayon talagang isa siya sa pinaka-option ng AFP ngayon.
Alright, tingnan natin ngayon ang mga stats. Of course, ni Alvin Zuniga on our screen. Alright. Ayan, Coach. Nung Season 1, magdating sa points, gaya na sinasabi niyo po kanina. Sige po, Coach.
8 points. 8 points. 8.8 points. Ngayon, Season 2, 16.75 ang in-increase ng output ni Alvin.
Alright, pagdating naman, di ba, Coach, sa rebound, 1.5. Ang average ngayon, same pa rin.
1.5 din, ang almost pareho lang ang rebounds niya.
At pagdating naman sa assist?
Assist naman, meron siyang 3.16 assist per game. At ngayong Season 2, meron siyang 4.5 assist.
At sa steals din, of course.
Meron siyang 0.33. Wala. Almost ngayon, meron siyang 1 assist per game.
Nakikita mo talaga, no? Coach, every player dito sa UNTV Cup, simula pa ng Season 1, lalo na doon sa mga matatagal ng mga teams, nakikita natin talaga kung paano sila nag-i-improve, nag-step up sa game nila, ginagawa nilang lahat para at least makita talaga yung kanilang pag-i-improve sa paglalaro.
Siyempre, Ryan, nagkakaroon sila ng idea paano laruin itong game, anong klase ng kultura ng basketball ang nilalaro rito sa UNTV, kung madalas ba ang zone, madalas ba ang man, gaano ba ka-physical, ano ba ang contribution niya sa team, kung passer lang ba siya, ilan ba ang primary offensive players na, ilan ba sila, o kasi I'm sure natuto sila last year na pwede mo sabihin kulang ang sniper ng AFP. So this time, another weapon na naman siya ng AFP.
Right. As a coach, ano po ang usually ginagawang training po ninyo sa inyong mga players? Diba, katulad ng kay Alvin Zuniga, para mas lalo pa nilang ma-improve yung kanilang skills?
Well, siyempre, I do believe na ang basketball, siyempre, it's muscle memory and shooting. And it will help a lot. It will build your confidence. Siyempre, if you practice every day do sa mga spots na tinitirahan mo, and it gives you confidence. Siyempre, sa practice, sa come to the game, nadadala mo yung pinapractice mo.
Alright, Coach. Papasok na ang third quarter ng HOR versus the AFP Cavaliers. Anong advice mo sa HOR, Coach?
Well, they're still in the game. Nasa striking distance pa rin yan. They're ahead by mga around 13 points. Dalawang tres yan ni Gerard Francisco or ni Congressman Tupas. They're still in the game. But they just have to be consistent. Sabi nga nila, 8 to 10 points, it's still manageable lead.
Alright, and narinig din natin kanina sinabi ng kanilang coach na gamitin nila yung oras nila. Huwag nilang masyadong madaliin kasi para hindi sila ganong ingatan.
Yes, correct. Oh, baka maubusan ng gas tank.
Oo, ng gas tank.
Kailangan nila talaga i-preserve yan hanggang sa dulo. But we will see. Kasi siyempre, merong wala nang magsasab sa kanila. there's no looking back, titingin sa bench para mag-sub, kundi sila na yung 5 hanggang matapos.
That's right. At coach, narinig natin kanina sa one of the reports ni Jerry na merong 3 players na hindi nakakapaglaro ngayon sa AFP Cavaliers. Na nga doon si Wilfredo Casulla na nasa under rehabilitation ngayon.
Yes, oo. Siyempre, yung 3 hindi nakakalaro, medyo hindi na mararamdaman ng AFP yan because of their bench.
Yes.
Napakalalim. Especially si Araneta, his game is on fire. Tapos si Cambao plus si Eugene, nandyan, nakasuporta.
Alright. At ngayon, ipagpapatuloy na natin ang ating first game today, ang banggaang AFP Cavaliers kontra HOR Solons. Back to you, 7, Chicky.
Natawa lang sa akin si Colonel Caico nung ako'y mag-suggest na ipasok yung 5 matatanda sa kanyang panig. Sa niya, mukhang hindi siya natawa kasi at eventually hindi siya natawa kasi gusto niya na takbuhan ito para wala na sakit ng ulo tong game na ito.
At gusto nila makasungkit ng isang panalo as they end the elimination now. Because coming from 2 losses, tapos papasok ka ng quarterfinals, kahit na may bit-bit kang twice to beat advantage, pag ikaw ay talo, it will stick your mind. It will stick your mind. So, I'm sure Colonel Caico would want to win this one and win it big.
Sabi ko naman doon sa dalawa sa kabila kay Gamboa at saka kay Gerald Francisco. Tama-tama yan. Pagbutihan yung dalawa, takbo kayo ng takbo. Pwede pa kayo mag-tryout sa PBA.
Pwede pa.
Mag-i-expand po ang professional league. Magiging, ano na sila? 12 teams na ba?
13 teams.
Kalain mo na naman, ano ha? At sabi ng Jericho Daniera kanina, keep the game close. I think that's the basic formula. You don't want it to become a 20-point game. Now it's a 13-point lead. Nabawasan na ito actually ng 5 Chiki.
And the only way to keep it close, Sev, is when they get those open shots from the outside, yung mga 3-point shots na binibigay kay Congressman Tupas, yung mga gimmies underneath the basket. Sapagkat in the assist department, nanaig dito ang AFP 12-6 versus the HOR Solons, but they had a lot of good looks near the basket. Sa 3-point shooting, 4 of 15 versus 1 of 7. Why? Hindi maipasok ni Congressman Tupas, may iniintay nating pag-iinit niya from Rainbow Country.
Nakakuha ng 10-minute break ang kupunan ng House of Representatives. Tingnan natin how this augurs for them. Kung ito'y nakatulong sa kanilang oxygen tank.
Fresh na ulit sila. Kanina they were huffing and puffing.
Sabi ko nga doon sa dalawang dating pro, pinapagod niyo si Congressman Alvarez. Pambira kayong dalawa. We-score nga kayo. Advantage sa matanda. Pwede mo pagalitan at hindi ka pagagalitan din.
And si Congressman Alvarez nagmintis na naman underneath earlier.
Let's go to Jerry Alcantara who will update us on the 2 teams. Jerry, go.
Yes, Seth, just on the critical adjustments of our 2 teams, for the HOR Solons, they really need to slow things down and cut down the turnovers. Work on their outside shooters, clamp down on the 3-point shooters of the Cavaliers, particularly itong si Araneta, and take care of the middle. At medyo kitang-kita ko, nahingal lang players natin, no? Tinatanong nga nila kung pwede daw magsuot na lang ako ng jersey at maglaro for their team. For the AFP Cavaliers, they'll be tightening and shifting to zone defense. They'll be exerting double effort on Arnold Gamboa, and they're gonna be more aggressive in this half. Back to you, Sev.
Ba't hindi mo kunin yung advice, Jerry? Maglaro ka nga para sumaya-saya itong larong ito. Si Jerry, nakita nila. Ito, si Escobar, nandito na si Jolly magtatrabaho next game. Ito, si Chicky Reyes, dapat pinalaro niyo itong mga ito. In the meantime,
Ready to play.
Ready to play. May dala lagi yan sa mga kotse nila. 45-29. Short range passes. Good scoop layup.
And in the first half, Sev, yan yung hindi na ipapasok ng Solons, yung mga gimmies underneath. And they need to execute better, make those shots, and even get these fouls from the Cavaliers.
Zuniga guilty of his first and the team's first as you check out this Osteogard Gogolaw 3-point shot.
Si Gerard na nagpo-point din dito, no, for the Solons. Doble kayo, defending, shooting, and doing the point guard chores.
They're trying to set up Tupas, but Tupas is clearly marked. There's the pass intended for Gamboa, and Gamboa had a hand on it. Here comes Sonny Esteban rushing, and he has for 2 for in this particular quarter. Nice bust out by the Solons.
Leak out play or knockout play kung tawagin natin.
And palay mo na unahan ng AFP doon sa last play na yan. Colonel Caico didn't like that in particular.
Mabagal yung transition defense, gray shirts.
Into the corner we go. They set it outside to the Zuniga. Shot clock coming down to 9 seconds. Here's the open shot. That will not work for San Esteban. The rebound by Francisco. No look behind the back. Toss. Alvarez scoops it up.
That's a favorite move of Congressman Franz Alvarez. Deceiving, but he has mastered that throughout the years.
It's a 12-point game, and it was a 13-point lead at lemon time or at halftime. San Esteban lobs it over to Kiambao. Kiambao starts to pivot in the box. The pass of San Esteban knocked away by Francisco.
Not really crisp passes that we're seeing from the Cavaliers. Probably they're saying, we have a comfortable lead of 12 points. Pero nangyayari na yan kanina. They were up 10 and immediately naibabayan ng Solons.
Kiambao saying, I didn't touch it last, but apparently he did, and it'll go to the Solons. Gamboa to Alvarez, trying for a second serving at close range, was fouled, and he will get 2 charities. Hit 2 for 2 earlier, actually.
Congressman Alvarez, double digits sa pala doon. 12 na, going 50% from the floor. Pero may hingal factor na yan.
Naman.
May hingal factor na yan.
No, sa bench kanina, halos kung pwede lang lagyan ng unan dun, lalagyan ng unan dun eh. The meantime, Alvarez scores on the second free throw. 5-point cluster by the House of Representatives since it was 47-31.
At ayaw magpakasakali dito ni Colonel Kaiko. Fielding back Sunny Manukat.
Tumira ng jump shot. Sabi niya, sabi ni Ronnie Candy, parang Sambeda days. Zuniga. Hindi talaga ititira ni Alvin ng unang launch.
Pepeke.
Pepeke. At saka buwelo niya eh.
Pag nasanay ka sa role na feeder, that happens all the time.
Galiza. Oh, I got it.
Balik ulit sa 13, itong abante, itong gray shirts.
Jeric Galiza with a penetration that busts out the defensive stance. It's now 49-36. Third quarter coming down to 6 minutes. Gerald with a dipsy-do. Follow-up, yes.
Nobody boxed out. Itong si Ginto getting that offensive rebound. They're still keeping it close. They're still within striking distance. Another 3.
San Esteban.
And he has 8 save here in the third period.
And that will make the game 52-38. Restoring it to the biggest lead of 14. Francisco. Shot kisses the iron. Gamboa tries to track it down. And it will stay on the red side of the floor.
Dati-rati itong si Gerard Sev, when he would take those 3-point attempts, it's a jump shot.
Yeah. Now that's a patrol. I am fit. I am it. 3-point shot. Ngayon, set shot na. No?
Set shot na eh. Si Congressman Tupa still struggling from the 3-point country.
Hindi siya ma-set up ng tama eh. In the meantime, here comes Francisco picking up the loose change. Francisco, no look pass. Alvarez, close range connection.
Great offensive afternoon for Congressman Alvarez. Double digits na, may 14 na yan. 15 rather.
Because meron siyang split from the charity line. Turnaround shot, Manukat. This time around it won't bite. And the rebound controlled by Kiambao. All muscle.
Tipping it away from Arnold Gamboa. Getting it to his strong side and going up for the follow-up.
And we're coming down below the 5-minute mark of the third quarter at a very fast pace here. Hardly any fouls being committed, really. And the shot clock is down to 11. They're trying to get percentage shots more than anything else. And Francisco fouled upon entry.
San Esteban and Manukat double teaming Francisco. Patuloy itong pagbalasa ni Coach Colonel Kaiko.
And I see Galiza moving out. Habar is back in. And in the meantime, Sweet and Fit, darling of the game, brought to you by Sweet and Fit. Sweet and Life naturally.
Great crowd here.
Yes,
on Sunday afternoon.
We always have a smiling crowd here.
Oh yes.
Francisco, second free throw, all set. Nothing from the stripe. Here comes Zuniga pushing it hard, spearheading the attack on the right flank. Cross court. Habar launches. Nothing on the glass. Kiambao can't muscle his way through traffic. Habar with a good ball fake. It's a pass. And the shot circles out. Francisco, no problem with the left-handed shot.
And the Solons taking advantage of the slow transition defense here of the Cavaliers. Leak outplay by Francisco coming from Gamboa.
Yeah, pero tama pa rin yung sabi mo kanina. Kailangan pa rin ng 3-point shots ni Congressman Tupas. This layup will be a walk in the park.
And that might start it, no, Sev, sa isang shooter. Kung hindi ka makashoot, mabigyan ka na isang layup, mabigyan ka na isang free throw. Just to get your blood going.
Yep. In the meantime, a chance now for Eugene Tan to check into the ball game. Zuniga sits down. On the other side, Ginto will move out, and Alejano comes back in. The shot clock at 11. Sunny Esteban, another launch. This time, a little too long. Wants a second serving. He is fouled upon breaking the airspace of the inside.
San Esteban with 8 points, all scored here in the third. At pag nasuswing sa kanyang bola, not hesitating to take that outside shot. The shooter is set to come back in.
Roger Araneta,
Mr. Hot Hand.
Yeah, waiting for his opportunity to come back in. Ilan na siya? 18 pa?
18 na.
18 na.
7 of 13, very high, 54% from the floor.
Yep, San Esteban, a contributor also. 55-44 tally. And when you're a shooter, yep, San Esteban, one shooter for another.
So both guys, ang kanilang total output, 28.
Wow.
More than half.
And we're coming down to the 3-minute mark of the third frame. Tupa says, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. And it just misfires. Hit offline. Stan goes to Araneta. Has all day to shoot straight, but not true.
Manamig pa itong si Araneta.
Francisco with a pitch. Gamboa unable to pick up the liner from home plate. Lakas.
Now going back to that attempt, 2 attempts of Congressman Tupas, but he shouldn't stop. He shouldn't stop trying. But he should allow the game to dumating sa kanya. Hindi niya pipilitin din. But he should not stop trying. Kasi wala na pumupukol eh.
It was so tempting. Manukat!
Short jumpers, yan ang bentahe dito ni Sunny Manukat. And if you have a player who shoots well from the perimeter, that's a big problem for the defensive side.
Francisco trying it from way outside, no success. And it's still a familiar refrain. There's 12, 14-point lead. Manukat steps into the shot. It's short. Kiambao covers the rebound and knocks it in.
And slowly but surely, the Cavaliers are creating a huge distance between themselves and the Solons. Hindi na bumababa eh. Wala na masyadong tikas itong mga red shirts.
And the legs of the Solons slowly disappearing. The biggest lead so far by the AFP. Napalitan daw si Kiambao ni Ebitor, ipi-free throw.
Free throw muna.
Naluloko ko na doon. Yeah, pwede na. Si Ebitor, hindi pa nagagamit, so gagamitin siya. So, ito na. Biggest lead, Chiki, 17.
Oh yes, and Kiambao with 13 points. So, the 3 guys, Kiambao, San Esteban, and Araneta doing the damage here for the Cavaliers.
Alvarez tried to hook it inside of a bit of a high-low. Solons get to keep possession. We do use the possession arrow in this league. Saves us a bit of time also. In the meantime, 1 minute and 50 remaining. Baseline inbound. It is taken away. Here's Habar pushing it hard. Juggled the ball. Evidor got it in.
Filling in the lanes, running the break, having the extra legs, the extra personnel and unforced errors naman on the other side. Ito ang nangyari dito sa latter part ng third quarter.
Ito na, 19 na yung abante and Alvarez is replaced by Ginto. Wow, that's such a depleted lineup, only 6. Alam mo, masaya yan, laro kayo lahat, pero in the long run, maubos ka rin. Jerry Alcantara has a report.
Just a quick update on the injury of itong number 22 natin na si San Esteban. Nagtamo siya ng superficial abrasion on the right hand near his thumb. At ngayon naman ng medic team natin ay ginagamot na itong sugat. They're cleaning the wound, stopping the bleeding, and they're putting on the bandage. Back to you, Sev.
May injury pa pala yun, ha? Yung naka 10 points.
Nakatira pa rin siguro sa kamay, nasugatan. Hindi, ngayon, kaya pala tumakbo yung medical team ng UNTV ando sa kanto, inaayos siya.
I like the term, superficial abrasion. Sugat.
Translation, may sugat! Pero pag si Jerry nagsabi, social ang dating.
Oh yeah, maganda yung medical term. There you go.
Tupas.
Finally, Congressman Tupas hits one.
It's not. Is it a 3? Yes, it is. It's going to make it 63-47 with 50 seconds remaining.
After missing his first 7 shots.
Might as well enjoy what you can get out of a dire situation. Here's Servidor. And Ginto collects the rebound. I would go to Tupas again.
Para back-to-back habang mainit.
At saka para sabog ang enjoyment ng tao. But this is just as good. Gamboa making it a 63-49 ball game as we check out the Tupas 3-point shot. The Livet Tibay at ay sarap ng buhay 3 that finally came.
Solons not giving up. They're only down here by 14.
Umakyat na ng 19.
Pero naibaba eh.
Naibaba. Habar with the shuffle, the running shot. Trickles in.
Well, that's big. That stops the bleeding. Pero ito, leak out play ulit. And the veterans are doing it for the Solons.
And our game flying by us. Not too many fouls, which is always good for the speed of the game. It's 65-51. Back in a moment. Ito sa 30 years ng broadcasting ng sports, ito lang ang liga na pwede ako mag-request.
Sa coach, sa players, sa team.
Lahat. Sinabi ko kay Eugene Tan, huwag niyang papasahan si Ronnie Cahanding na bumalik sa floor kasi ito turnover. Ang tawa na.
At umuo sa'yo.
Umuo naman. Masunurin niya si Eugene. Pero ito, I like the spirit of the House of Representatives. Hindi sila sumusuko, malaki yung labang, liliitan nila. And they're just playing along, which is the spirit of these games.
And they're improving every quarter, Seb. In the first quarter, they scored 13. In the second, they scored 16. But in the third, they scored 22. So gumaganda na yung point production ng HOR Solons.
Nice pass to the corner. Araneta. Ayaw na, naubos na ng konti.
Kailangan mag-init ulit.
Kailangan mainit ulit. Ginto gets it to Tupas. Tupas finally nailed the 3-point shot in the third quarter. Tupas launches one again.
Oh, there you go. And it started with that layup. Nakita niyang naka-shoot na siya. Now he has 2 out of 9 from the 3-point country.
Tres na naman siya, no? So he makes it now is 65-54. You're right. It's the difference of this game because they have a chance when those 3-point shots go in. Cabao making a mincemeat of the defense inside.
Now, the trick here is how the Solons can take advantage when they come out to Congressman Tupas. Now, bubuka ng konting loob. Will they go inside or will they still risk it from 3-point country?
Alejandro gets a close range shot. No production. And here comes Eugene Tan. Try the behind the back dribble. Broken up by Tupas. No look pass to the ball. Well done.
So, baba ulit sa 11, Sev.
From a high of 19.
So they're still there within striking distance.
Eugene Tan wide open.
Bigat.
Eugene Tan for 3. And they counted as a 3, so it's 70-56. Back to a 14-point spread.
And again, the red shirts are huffing and puffing. It's the final period.
Talagang now yung kakulangan ng tao has really told on them. But they're very...
Araneta puts it in, but in the wrong goal.
There's a Osteogard Gogalaw 3-point shot by Congressman Tupas. The closest person.
Parang depensa naman. Nakasunod tayo, Jeff, di ba? Huwag masyadong dumikit sa taas kasi yung sa baba, nalilibre na eh. Walang mahabol eh.
Oh, di.
Three-point basket is good for the Devils.
Okay, Nungara, sa professional, closest person to the basket.
Yes.
Sa FIBA, to the captain. So, the captain is on the floor.
Kanya yung point.
Pero ito,
Kung sinong tumira.
closest di ba? Freak accident di ba? So, binigay kay Congressman Tupas.
Okay.
But it's immaterial because it's now 70-58, Chiki.
Lumaki.
Lumiit ang lamang.
Lumiit na lamang, sorry. Kanina, 19 yan. But they cannot keep on exchanging baskets with AFP.
You gotta make some stops.
And bring it down to single digit so they'll have a good opportunity to strike.
Here's Tupas. Thought about shooting. Can't. They can't go to him. Here's Alejandro. Good line. No basket. Gamboa battling. And there's a foul again. Araneta knew that somebody taller was coming from behind. And Osteogard. Let's check. It's a patrol. I am 3-point shot.
Arnold Gamboa not giving up on that loose ball. Kasi alam nila, may pag-asa may pagkakataon.
Yep,
7:21, mahaba pa yan.
No matter how small it is, no matter how tired they are, actually, they have to shoot. Somebody's in the 3-second area. In the corner, it's Tupas and Araneta knew it. Eugene Tan, nice pitch. Zuniga will have a stroll.
Now it's up to 14. The question is, can they score here? Come up with another stop. Kailangan a string of points eh. Hindi pa pwedeng palit ng.
Tupas, upward shot. And it's in.
He has found his range.
Awkward ka dyan. Pasok yan.
Sukat yan, sukat.
Araneta tried to retaliate. Doesn't have any bullets left. So far, he started out really scorching. In the meantime, Tupas, now a very marked man. I would go back to him. But Francisco has other plans. Lakas ng left. Alejandro, yes!
And don't look now, Seb. The lead is down to 9.
Zuniga curling, bottled up, pass outside to Tan. Tan thought about it. Tan runner, long. Francisco says, let's not waste this possession. Here comes Tupas. Tupas looking ahead. Tupas throwing up a prayer, no answer. And the loose ball is in the hands of Roger Araneta. Into the hands of Zuniga, who doesn't hesitate on the shot. Won't bite, however. Takbuhan, Sinoy hingalin. Si Francisco was already on the sideline, ran out of control.
Now this is when the Solons should give all, Seb.
Yeah. And a live it tibay yata, sarap ng buhay, 3-point shot. Yeah, I think they should.
Less than 6 minutes remaining. They're within striking distance.
Bukas na yung hingal, di ba? Bukas na yan, may chance eh.
Set up Congressman Tupas for those threes. Malay mo, makadalawang sunod, then we have a ball game. That's big.
Araneta continues to hit the target, and it is 74-63.
20 big points already for Araneta.
Just when they needed somebody to bail them out of the momentum slump they were in. Alejandro looking inside. Tupas. Spade of errors, not hurting the House of Representatives. Nice pitch. Zuniga. And Tupas curls away.
And Zuniga kanina nung huling possession ng HOR Solons, staying home with Congressman Tupas. After hitting 3 straight threes, pinapantayan na nila si Congressman Tupas.
Third on Tupas. But, it's been a sporting afternoon so far.
Yes.
Zuniga takes care of the first, makes it 75-63. Manukat is just about ready to come in. I think mag-grant yung request kung isa pa.
na magsasabay-sabay sila.
Mga lolo.
Not unless, hindi. Ang papalitan niya si Ronnie Kahanding eh.
Buti na lang. Kasi kung nagkasabay, riot yun. Ito medyo ang AFP just sparring well enough, no?
Yes.
To keep themselves, they played well enough to keep the distance. Unless there's a rain of threes coming from the House of Representatives, a string of baskets, and Zuniga's just going to ensure the victory here today.
Isa pa yan, turnovers here in the second half. That's what's troubling itong red shirts.
6-0 run in the last minute and a half, creating again a gap of 15. Nice close range pass.
But good thing dito naman sa HOR Solons, great experience. Pero mo, sabi mo kanina, Sev, it takes dapat 8 no, sa ating rule book to play. There are only 6. Pero hindi bumibigay.
Naman, at
Hindi
least
bumibigay.
this is better than last time around when they were really just with 3 players. Congressman Tupas was one of the 3. I won't mention the others who were absent, but here's a nice basket by Alejandro. Has just been game all afternoon long, cutting it down to 11. If the AFP hangs on, and it looks like they will jump to 5 and 3.
Yes. And if that happens, ang malamang na makakalaban nila, Sev, either the LGU or MMDA. However, the difference is MMDA may 2 laro pa.
Yep.
So kung kahit manalo ang LGU mamaya sa third game natin, if MMDA sweeps the last 2 games, then they go up to number 5.
Got a timeout by Congress.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
We're at 80 to 67, and still to come after this game, we will have the, I think if I'm not mistaken, LGU against Senate, unless they they inverted it. They'll make the Malacanang MMDA game the second game this afternoon. Anyway.
Story here in the fourth set, na baba nila yung 19, but they just couldn't break the 9-point bubble.
Yeah.
Yan yung story ng Solons. Why? They're tired, turnovers.
They lack the personnel also. Tupas with a top angle, and Gamboa is fouled upon the follow-up.
Hats off here for Congressman Tupas, not giving up, going up against the grizzled veteran in Eugene Tan, and good trail job from Arnold Gamboa. Great numbers, 11-11, double-double.
And Gamboa, when we started out, wasn't this fit. He couldn't last the whole game.
I remember you saying it, Sev, na ang isa rin maganda rito sa UNTV Cup is the players, they get conditioned as the league continues, progresses.
Lalo na yung former pro kasi
Yes.
papipilitan silang maglaro dahil relied upon sila. Dami lang kailangan gawin. Here's Francisco, nice pass. Alvarez, wild shot however.
Because I watched that opening game sa Araneta, and oh yeah, Arnold was huffing and puffing the whole game.
In the meantime, Zuniga takes the rebound. With time to spare and time to waste, actually. Zuniga can't drill it in from the outside. Here comes Gamboa, but nobody running with him. Here's Tupas. He'll fire, I can tell.
Saw it coming. His fourth 3-point shot. 7 na lang, Sev.
And suddenly, it's an altogether different ball game.
But great jumper coming from Manukat.
That restores it to a 9-point lead. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Biopatch. Rayuma, may Biopatch na yan. Alejandro, no? Trying to yank it away from Nevidor, and it's in the hands for safekeeping. The hands of Eugene Tan. Zuniga close range, no problem.
Simple na lang ang basketball dito for the Cavaliers. taking the higher percentage shot.
Like this one, an Osteogard Gogolao 3-point shot. Tupas finally got his rhythm going, huh?
Ang boxer din eh.
Gamboa getting it either way, and it's now 84-75. That didn't last very long. Evidor makes it 86-75.
Interesting talaga, no? So, if the Solons said will not make it, and itong LGU and MMDA, they remain at 3 wins in the Senate. Hindi na. Tapos na pala tayo. Dahil hindi na wala nang laro pala ang Senate after this game. So that's goodbye for the Solons, right?
Hindi sila abot doon sa top 6 eh. They needed this game eh. And the 2 previous games actually. In the meantime, matter of cleaning up now.
So malaking bagay talaga yung huling laro nila, no? If they were just complete.
In the meantime, a 3-point shot. Patrol ay ang fit, Ayamit. Manoka tries his hand at the 3. Yes!
From the perimeter and all the way to 3-point land. At nakatingin yata sa'yo, Sir Seb. Si Sani.
Okay.
Looking for your hubad.
Yung mga lolo, firing away. And just a matter of time, 19 seconds before this becomes official.
I want Congressman Tupas to take one more. Kung aabot.
Hindi siguro. MNTV yata ay sarap ng buhay. 3-point shot. Bang! Sa pool yung bench. And we're down. No?
Nope.
Timeout pa. Humingi pa ng timeout.
I think they'll try to send probably Congressman Tupas for the last shot.
Osteogard Gogolao 3. Let's use a timeout. Okay, one last heave at the basket, I think, is in the mind of the Congress team.
10.9 seconds. Kanino kaya mapupunta, no?
Tupas siguro.
Ako, yun ang hula ko eh. But Congressman Alvarez takes the 3.
Spoiling the fun. And we won't have that last shot by Tupas unless I speak too soon. Under goal stab. At least si Tupas bumababa, ano?
Oh, yes. So going for that ball. Diving for that ball.
Alvin, tagilid ang budget ng AFP. Tagilid ang budget ng AFP. Dahil sa ginawa mong yan. Dahil sa ginawa mo kay kay Congressman Tupas. Tagilid ang budget ng AFP.
92-86, just a 6-point victory, Seb, for AFP. Well, and kudos to the hearts of the Solons.
A delightful game nonetheless. We shall take a break in the action. Send it upstairs. Everything but smiles all around. But our best player is...
Of course, walang iba kundi si Mr. Aroneta, shooting well from all sides.
Yeah. Well, teka sandali. Hindi pa tayo tapos. Mukhang may foul tinawag.
Meron pa?
Nandali direct ha.
Okay.
Kasi to make this all official.
Oh!
And I will tell Alvin that the budget of the AFP is now in precarious state. And it's been a good, delightful game. Roger Araneta is our best player, no question about it. And we shall send it upstairs to Ryan and Jerry to break this down. Final score 92-88. We'll see you soon, Chicky.
Thank you very much, Seb.
Well, see you soon. Send it upstairs now.
Alright, thank you, Seven. Chiki, at dyan po nagtatapos ang huling laban ng AFP Cavaliers. Ngayong second round eliminations ng UNTV Cup Season 2, closing it off with a victory over the HOR Solons, coach. 92-88. With that victory ay aabante na po ang AFP Cavaliers sa quarterfinals na may twice to beat advantage.
At ang ating best player for that game ay si Roger Araneta with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals.
Alright, coach, kahit natalo po ang HOR, they enjoyed playing with each other.
Yes, medyo makita mo nga, doon pa sila nagkasama-sama dahil mentras kokonti sila, makita mo talagang lesser ang turnovers nila at ikot lang ang bola nila. And, they were in the game sa up at the quarters.
And I salute for me personally, coach, I salute all the players of HOR for playing so hard. Kahit na alam nila na iilan lang sila, talagang ginawa nilang lahat. Even si Congressman Il Tupas, nakagawa pa ng last shot sa free throw line.
Siguro si Congressman naka-4 na 3-pointers. So
yes,
makita mong parang magnificent nung araw, may tinatawag na magnificent 7 eh. Sila 5. 5 hanggang 6 talagang lumaban hanggang sa dulo. And very rin naman yung AFP. Makita mo na talagang ano lang din eh, ano lang din sila. Enjoy lang sa game.
That's right, that's right. At saka nakita rin natin dito with AFP Cavaliers, of course, ito na yung panalo nila dun sa dalawang sunod na pagkatalo nila against PNP and the Malacanang last time.
Yes, itong game na to, I'm sure madadala nila ito sa coming games nila na very crucial na for them.
Alright, and for the HOR, for me personally, and into your coach, we want to say thank you then for them participating also in the league.
Yes, Ryan, ito na pala yung last game nila and hopefully by next year they will add more personnel and of course mas in chemistry nila mas titibay pa at yung samahan.
Ay coach, hindi pa pala po last game. Meron pa po silang game against MMDA next week.
Next so,
coming week.
Hopefully baka makakumpleto na sila niyan.
Yes, and makikita rin natin talaga, ini-enjoy lang din talaga nila.
Yes.
All for public service.
Of course, yung mga beneficiaries pa nila, di ba?
That's right, coach. At aabangan nyo yan mamaya dahil makakasama na natin sina Roger Araneta and their coach Colonel Alfredo Caico. Alamin natin ang mga plano ng koponan sa nalalapit na quarterfinals. At kung may mga questions kayong gustong itanong sa kanila, you can post it in your Facebook page or tweet it on our Twitter account. Meanwhile, we'll just post for a short break, coach, dahil magbabalik po ang UNTV Cup. Welcome back mga kasambahay, mga ka-sports. You are now still watching the live broadcast of UNTV Cup Season 2 dito pa rin sa UNTV, your public service channel.
And you can also watch our live games through internet and through our free UNTV mobile app via real-time video streaming on www.untvweb.com.
At ito, coach, katatapos naman po nating first game kanina, coach, kung saan nanalo dito ang AFP Cavaliers kontra HOR Solons sa score ng 92-88.
Very close. Oo, pero I'm sure. Pero sasabihin to si Coach bakit ganyan kalapit. Considering lilima lang ang kalaban.
Ayan, kasama natin of course. Siyempre nandito si Coach Alfredo Caico and siyempre ang best player natin si Roger Araneta. Coach, congratulations once again. Nanalo po kayo sa game na to with HOR. Congratulations, Roger. Coach.
Alright, Coach. Galing kayo sa dalawang back-to-back losses. Nanalo kayo ngayon with HOR Solons. Alam ko, medyo kumpiyansa kayo. So, anong masasabi nyo rin sa game na ito?
Ang sabi ko nga sa mga players ko, kailangan natin may panalo ito. Na may hirap mapahiya. Sabi ko nga Hindi naman last game.
Yes.
All throughout, leading kami. Hindi ko lang alam nagkaroon ng break siguro sobrang kumpiyansa ng mga bata. Pero sabi ko nga ngayon, huwag nating ulitin yon. Kaya nanalo kami ngayon.
Okay.
Right, kay Roger naman. Roger, napapansin ko kahit noong season 1, ang ganda ng mga games mo. Pero ditong season 2, medyo ngayon ka lang ata nag-best player. Alam ko, siyempre marami rin namang mga star sa inyo, mga shooter. Bakit parang medyo ano doon sa game mo, parang inconsistent ka, kaya pwede ganun?
Well, siguro dahil maganda ka nilalaro, at least may panalo naman kahit pa paano. Yung mga teammates ko na sumusuporta naman, kumbaga, kagaya ng sinabi ni Sir kanina, pag mahina yung kalaban, kumpiyansa. Kaya, nagre-relax. Kaya ngayon, ito, bumawi na naman.
Alright. At least dito mga darating na games nyo, hindi lang si Eugene, hindi lang si Zuniga, meron ni Roger Araneta. I'm sure. Isa ka na rin sa mamarkahan nila. Alright.
Actually, si Sergeant Araneta ay galing siya sa galing sa sakit ito eh. Pero ngayon 100% na si Roger. Kaya maganda nilaro niya. Maganda yung practice niya eh.
Ayan. Coach, tanong ko naman po sa inyo, syempre po, papalapit na po ang quarterfinals. Nakita niyo po, back-to-back nga po yung nangyaring losses po sa inyo. Ano po sa tingin ninyo mga kailangan gawing adjustment this time sa mga susunod ninyong games pagpasok po ninyo sa quarterfinals?
Ang plano ko is to continue the practice.
Yes.
Magpa-practice kami twice a week doon sa GSQ gym.
Yes.
At wina-workout namin kung ano yung mga mali-mali namin na nangyari sa game. Katulad nung may mga play kaming ginagawa na hindi nasusunod. Siguro normal yan pagka yung may mga decoy tayo ginagawa, mga adjustment. Pero yun nga, minsan hindi rin nasusunod yung game. Pero ngayon, okay naman.
Alright. Medyo pwede mo sabihin nyo na uma-adlib. Medyo may pattern. Pero nagkaroon ng konting breakdown, iibay na medyo, siyempre, nagkakaroon ng ganun sitwasyon. Pero I'm sure, puro veterano yung mga player ni Coach. And they will find a way or manage to ilagay yung team nila sa magandang pwesto.
Okay. That's right. Coach, update lang din po. Of course, marami po kasi nagtatanong sa atin sa Facebook, sa Twitter. Kung kamusta na po yung mga ibang players natin, including Wilfredo Casulla, ano po ba mga updates sa ibang mga players ninyo? Bakit hindi po sila nakapaglaro ngayon? Base na rin kanina sa report ni Jerry. Ano po, kamusta po sila? Yung mga ibang players po ninyo na hindi nakapaglaro, katulad nila Casulla at yung iba po?
Yung mga updates sa mga players ko, si Ronald Pascual, medyo overfatigue yata last game. Yan, na-hospital eh. Okay. He was confined sa Villamor Air Base. Si Casulla naman, si Sergeant Casulla, nag-accident sa motorcycle.
Okay.
Pero medyo nagre-recover na. Medyo maga-maga pa rin yung mga paa niya. Hopefully, sa quarterfinals makalaro na siya.
Okay.
Itong darating na games.
Ayan. And of course, Roger, any last words sa ating mga fans na gusto mong sabihin sa kanila, gusto mong batiin sa kanila or invite?
Binabati ko dyan yung... Binabati ko ang anak ko dyan sa bahay nanood, si John Luis, saka miss ko. Salamat sa suporta nyo. Lagi kayo manood ng UNTV.
And Coach, of course, sa inyo po, sa mga susunod yung games, pasok na po kayo ngayon sa quarterfinals. Ano po ang mga abangan ng mga AFP fans po sa inyo?
Maabangan ng ating mga supporters. Ang ibang team AFP ngayon to, talagang pupukpukin ko to eh.
Okay.
Oo. Mahirap, yung sabi nga sa'yo, mahirap mag-coach ng mga veterano na eh. Minsan nga imbis na pagalitan ko umaalis na lang ako. Pero ando naman ako sa practice nila, maganda naman ang mga practices.
Alright. Coach.
Kaya siguro maganda ang makikita na sa quarterfinals.
Alright, Coach. Any plans sa upcoming games nyo? Anong gusto nyo manalo sa Blackwood?
Pinapili.
Oo, meron kayong tinitignan na mas may makakalaban, mas maigi? Or ano?
Kasi after this game, siguro hindi namin makakalaro ang Malacanang eh. Kasi papasok sa 3 or 4 kaming dalawa eh.
Yes.
Kaya magkikita siguro kami sa semifinals na.
Semifinals na. So, medyo...
Pero kahit sino sa kanila, okay lang.
Ready kayo.
Game.
Alright.
Kahit sino
Ikaw
sa
naman,
kanila.
Roger, ano sa tingin mo yung sa mga makakalaban mo, ano mga paghahanda ang gagawin mo?
Siguro, lang. Ready lang lagi sa laro. Tapos, ensayo. Para may panalo yung laro.
Ayun.
Disiplina sa sarili.
Disiplina. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much sa inyo po, Roger Araneta and Colonel Alfredo Caico, and we are all looking forward sa mga susunod niyong games sa papalapit ng quarterfinals dito sa UNTV Cup Season 2. Ayan, and binabati natin happy birthday kay Alden Nodado. Ayan, birthday pa lang ngayon, May 19. Ayan, advance happy birthday sa iyo, Alden Nodado. And of course, kay PJ Villanueva, May 22 of MMDA Black Wolves. And belated happy birthday din sa IT Manager Sunny. IT Manager natin, kay Bossing Sunny 2 lang pala eh. Ayan, happy birthday sa iyo. And May 5, ang Audio Supervisor. Nako, birthday din pala nito. John Constante, May 11. And to David Soriano, son of Attorney Ruth. David, ayan, on Tuesday. May 20. And Paulo Timoteo Gutierrez kanina. Nandiyan kami, pumunta kami dyan. May 17. Happy birthday.
Alright, and after our first game today, dadako naman tayo sa susunod nating laban, ang Malacanang Patriots kontra MMDA Black Wolves.
Alright, mabigat ang magiging labanan natin, Coach. Ngayon dahil ito na ang last game day ng Malacanang Patriots sa elimination. Sabang ang MMDA Black Wolves naman, meron pa silang isang game na natitira. Next week po yan kontra HOR Solons. Kaya before we get into the action, let's watch this.